Do you really think big edtech organizations are really succeeding in India? Edtech organizations like Upgrad, Unacademy, Byju's, and many others? Hi, if you're interested to know my views on the edtech revolution going on in India, if it is failing or succeeding, then feel free to continue watching it. And on my channel, I share about absolutely free advices on all things consulting, all things MBA, and all things lifestyle, personal finance, and at times my views on recent trends. Then feel free to, if you're interested, then feel free to click on the subscribe and the notification button so that you get notified every time I'm putting out content. It's a very interesting video, and in fact, before you go ahead and watch my views on it, and we are going to be scientifically reviewing this entire concept, I would suggest that why don't you stop the video, comment on this section, comment box. What are really your views? Is Upgrad, Unacademy, Byju's, Edtech, and so many other edtech players in this country, are they really failing or are they really succeeding? If you stop the video, then welcome back. This is what my view is going to be. So let's actually analyze first and then let's give the answer. Whenever a new startup or a new unicorn or new innovation happens, it can take place on two axes. All right. The x-axis could be your distribution and the y-axis could be your innovation. So basically, I'm building a BCG 2x2 matrix. I had actually made a separate video on what is BCG 2x2 and how you can actually learn investing through BCG 2x2. I will actually put it in the description box also, so feel free to check that out if you want to. But coming back, so the x-axis is distribution and the y-axis is of product innovation. What do I mean by distribution? What do I mean by product innovation? So when you think of Amazon, right? Amazon did not create anything new with grocery delivering or even product delivery. They basically said that whatever was offline, we are going to convert it into online. And of course, I don't disregard or question the value that Amazon has created in the market. It has made a very convenient life for all of us. It has reduced the price of a lot of products and services, products for us, especially through Amazon delivery, right? So Amazon, Flipkart, and many other organizations and Byju's, Unacademy, Upgrad will actually sit in the quadrant which is over-indexing on the distribution axis. Now, there are a lot of people who are talking about how education in this country is failing. There are a lot of influencers who talk about how the paper degrees are of no value. Our country is seeing massive unemployment amongst the graduates and youth. But the fact of the matter is, if you build a 2x2 and you have high on the extreme end and low on the other end, you will find that the top edtech players in this country are actually over-indexing on distribution and not over-indexing or rather under-indexing on product innovation. What do I mean by product innovation? That means that they are actually teaching how to crack examination by just building an online coaching class. Or that means that they are just giving online MBA degrees or just online degrees, right? Those degrees would have already not worked out probably in the offline model. Now people are getting satisfied by paying 2 to 7 lakhs and then getting online degrees, right? On the name of getting a degree. But in education, for someone, for example, I have worked in education before also and during my BCG career as well, there is something called as a learning outcome. Now, what is a learning outcome? So, for example, for a school educated student, the learning outcome is if you are a 5th standard student, can you do the basic multiplication and the addition and pronounce and write English words as per the benchmark of a 5th standard student, right? That is a learning outcome. For higher education especially, the learning outcome is did this person get a job for which they had prepared through your program, right? Did this person get a job for which you had prepared you for the program? Largely, most of these organizations are not monitoring learning outcome, right? That makes me question two things. First and foremost, a lot of gullible students are just paying for online paper degrees just to satisfy their egos or just to have additional points on their resume, right? That is what my worry is. That's point number one. Point number two, my another worry is, and that is actually my genuine worry. This influencer culture, right, that is going on, where people just are trying to make quick money and are propagating these online degrees and online education, which is perhaps not even generating learning outcomes for people, right? And that is why, for example, I have a stance that I do not want to do sponsored videos for these edtech organizations until, there are actually 5 players who have reached out to me within fintech and edtech also. But if I genuinely feel that people are trusting me or trusting me with your time and energy, right? Why should I sell you something that I fundamentally believe is a flawed model, right? Which is that nobody's actually disrupting the space, or very few people are actually disrupting the education space by saying that, hey, it is not the over distribution that is important, right? It is the curriculum that is the problem, right? Many people in this country and many children in this country are still actually struggling to have that mobile phone access, right? The actual problem is with the curriculum. Why are we teaching those age-old models which are not generating any learning outcome or jobs for the people? So that's my view on it. You may agree or disagree, but like I said, I in this lifetime would rather try to build an Airbnb, which is that the market of Airbnb never existed. They created a new market. For a very long period of time, people were questioning that, hey, how can someone let a stranger live in his or her home? It is not a hotel, it is a home. Which is that you're disrupting the entire market space, you're creating the entire market space. And that's why, for example, we started with an alternative to an international MBA program at my education venture. Why? Because I knew that the MBA curriculum is becoming obsolete. Why? Because I knew that people are actually charging 30 lakh and upwards of that amount on the name of a paper degree called MBA, right? And that is why I'm dedicating my life to over-index on the y-axis, which is product innovation. Let's teach something that generates learning outcome. And that's my view on this entire topic. I'll take a pause here. I am more than happy to hear your views on this. There is no right or wrong answer. Everyone is entitled to their views. And if you like my video, feel free to hit on the like button and share it with your friends so that they get to know about all the interesting, cool views that we are talking about on this channel. And with that, stay happy, stay healthy, and be kind to each other. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.